I'm in a very best kept secret. You can't tell anyone about this location because this right now we are in one of the best bagel coffee shops in the entire city of New York. I mean, it is shocking how people really don't know about this location. Now, one fair warning when it comes to this broadcast today, this complete walking tour is 100% completely a joke because New York City is a joke. So join me first on our food stop, and then we're going to walk around to some of the most beautiful stations that New York City has to offer. Places of immense beauty and majesty that will put everything in Europe to shame. I'm Ariel. This is Urbanist. Today we are starting at a great coffee shop called Dunkin'. Dunkin' is something that has been taking over New York City. It's on every corner, yet people still don't know about the great Dunkin' Duna. So let's try Dunkin' Duna. I think it comes from France. Ooh, I'm trying the Midnight Blend. Apparently this coffee is so dark that it is a punch to the stomach. Oh wow, this midnight blend from Dunkin' Duna really speaks to the darkness within all of our souls. I like it. It has a lot of office coffee notes to it. I feel like my stomach is dissolving in a pit of acid. My throat is scorching with the hot midnight blend. It's pretty interesting. And I got two other treats over here. Let's try it out. Hello, Zap. Hello, Chrissy. Hello, Susie. Your shirt is matching the colors. Yeah, I did not do that on purpose, but yeah, it is matching the colors. Hello, Susan. Vinesh says Dunkin' is from France. Yeah, obviously. Dunkin' Duna. See? Dunkin'. It's classes up in New York City. So here we have it. Let's try it out. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for one of the best bagels in all of New York City? Let me know. Looks very swanky. It is swanky. I mean, the place is going for this kind of 1990s fast food. It is very nostalgic. It unleashes a lot of catharsis within me as a New Yorker going to a hospital clean, gray, beige furniture aesthetic. And here we have it. One of the best bagels in all of New York City. Now the reason this stands out is because of, look how beautiful this texture is. Look how the bagel is burnt. And look at how amazingly perfect this, look at that. Oh wow, microwave egg. And we have nice little thin microwave pieces of bacon with very good cheese. Let's try it out. Look at that. This Shelly says, is this the April Fool's joke? No, we are in Dunkin' Duna. And we're about to go to some of the most beautiful train stations in New York City. Stay tuned. But let's try this out first. Dunkin' Duna, their bagel. Has a little bit of a plastic kind of texture to it, so it's a little bit hard to bite into it. Yeah. Pablo says they gave you the display one by mistake. Maybe, but it is quite appetizing. Hello, Christine. Maureen says, mind those teeth. Indeed. I got now American cheese all around stuck to my teeth. So, indeed. Nina says, I love Dunkin. Dunkin Duna is such a great place, yeah. Patricia says, is this an April Fool's joke? No, this is serious, Patricia. We're seriously enjoying Dunkin Duna. So what can I say? Look at that. Look at that. This bagel, you can play bouncy ball with it. That's how good it is. Mmm. Just the immense amount of salt in here. Oh my God. It speaks to my soul. Bernard says, then why you put the joke in the title, Bernard? This is a serious joke, Bernard. That's why it's in the title. This is a serious broadcast. We're seriously covering Dunkin Duna and the seriously best things about New York City. That's why. It has a hole in the middle, must be European, says Jeffrey. Yeah, of course, it must be European. I mean, I wonder from what great long tradition Dunkin Duna comes from. Does it follow in the lineage of some ancient medieval recipes from the middle of Europe? Was there a Lord Dunkin, maybe? Maybe it was Lord Dunkin who passed down his recipe through generations? That might be the reason. Hey, Miss Love, nice to see you here. Laureen says, Laureen, nice to see you here. Aloha. Janice says Dunkin has a new makeup collection with Elf Cosmetics. That's amazing. I got cheese stuck up in my teeth. I'm gonna wash it down with some nice coffee. Ooh, nice. The taste of acid in your stomach. Hey, Nina, nice to see you here. So, we already tried the bagel with beautiful microwave egg. Look at this egg. I mean, there we go. Look at that. It has all the nutritional value you can ever ask for. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is the kicker. Right here we have the classic chocolate sprinkle Duna. No, it's not a squeaky toy. It's not squeaking. It's actual food. Don't be fooled. Ooh. Cue the movies by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, because of course Dunkin Duna via medieval Europe and Lord Dunkin comes from Boston. And there we go. Hey, Bella says Dunkin do not. Susie says, you sure? I'm so enjoying this so much. It's so good. A hole is being bored through my stomach right now with this coffee. Such tasty coffee. Ah. Pablo says, I can smell the yeast and the sugar. Indeed you can. But in all seriousness, I actually grew up with this donut. So this does bring some childhood memories. because Dunkin' Donuts used to be very big in the 1990s. I mean, still big, but it was pre-Starbucks. So Dunkin' Donuts predates Starbucks, at least here in New York City. So I have good memories with these donuts. Anonymous says, rainbow sprinkles, love. Yeah, me too. All right, everyone. Who wants to go to one of the more beautiful stations in all of New York City? Now, fair warning, you have to be prepared. If you are in a very emotional place right now, the sheer beauty and majesty and wonderment that you're going to be experiencing in this next stop might be shocking to someone who's not quite there. So either I recommend taking a seat, taking out a cup of wine, because you're about to see something that is going to put most of the European things I've shown you to shame. Are you ready? Let me know. Kay says, are you not going to finish that beautiful meal? A shame the Dunkin' Duna by finishing the meal. It's almost a shame in the original country where it comes from. The great country of Lord Dunkin'. I cannot finish it. In that culture, you do not finish the meal. If you do finish the meal, you're insulting Lord Dunkin'. Let's continue walking around. Okay, so this is a great corner of food as we just came out of the amazing Dunkin'. And right next door is another great Michelin star restaurant called Taco Bell Cantina. Taco Bell Cantina is very, very good. I highly do recommend it. And also right next door, oh wow, this is quite a powerhouse of amazing, delectable foods. We also have Popeyes. It's from the great country of Louisiana. But let's go to one of the more beautiful places on earth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have shown you some of the greatest sights here on Urbanist. I've shown you the Pantheon, the Parthenon. I've shown you the Eiffel Tower if you've been tuning in for a while, especially via Facebook. I've shown you the great countrysides of Ireland and its rolling green hills. We have seen the Tower Bridge, but today all that comes secondary. Because this place has been servicing the great fleet of greyhounds that have crossed the entire great country of America. Beautiful fleet of buses that are rickety and that have the slight smell of urine. This place is known for its architectural beauty because of its huge, massive exoskeleton Right here, ladies and gentlemen, behold the beauty of Port Authority Bus Terminal. One of our two stops when it comes to the two most beautiful stations of New York. This place also is the key, the gateway, exactly, to the great magical wonderland that is known as New Jersey. Eddie says, how quaint, indeed. Zab says a parking lot. Mater says, plus it's close to Madison Square Garden. Yep, Madison Square Garden is close there, yeah. Of course, this is following the long tradition of one of the honeymooners, Jackie Gleason, playing Ralph Cramden. Susan puts the vomiting emoji on Twitch. I assume you're putting the vomiting emoji because you're about to vomit with love of this beautiful location. Wow. Mickey D says architectural magnificence, yes. Oh yes, look at this. Ooh, brown bricks. Nice classical music playing in the background. Bella says, I'm still laughing, I can't type. On the topic of architectural beauty, we want to see some scaffolding, says Pablo. Oh, of course, Pablo. I will be showing you the beauties of scaffolding here in New York. At least they have a brewery, says Eddie. Is that the Port Authority Bus Terminal? PABT, says Adam. Yes, indeed, Adam. It is. The majesty, the beauty, the architectural marvel. Susie says, let's go to Atlantic City. Oh yeah, Atlantic City, great choice. So we got Dwayne Reed. There you can buy a fine selection of sodas and energy drinks. You can go also to Hudson right over here to buy the finest literature that the US has to offer. The National Enquirer. You can buy Esquire. You can buy a nice magazine of Vogue. Hey, Trish has left a $10 super chat. She says, get ready for some real New York City coffee soon. We already experienced the real New York City coffee at Dunkin' Duna. I hope you enjoyed it. But there is another great cafe here. And this is another best kept secret. A lot of people don't know about this. But here we got another European treasure that has been imported to the US, Starbucks Cafe. You can get a very exotic drink that is called a Frappuccino, and it's very good for your health because it only has about 2,000 calories of pure sugar. It's really worth it. I would recommend it, especially get it with whipped cream. Ron says, be careful to not make a Will Smith joke. Ron, you better watch out. Get Will Smith's name out of your effing mouth. But seriously, I would love to see G.I. Jane 2. That would be the best thing ever. I mean, G.I. Jane was a role model. Let's be honest. And Demi Moore was gorgeous. So yeah, G.I. Jane 2 would be a great movie. I've never been to the basement before. Who wants to go to the basement? What secrets lie in the basement? Can't even come back up because the up escalator is broken. Oh, This is a one-way route, ladies and gentlemen. We can go down, but we can't go up. Okay, here we can take a wide variety of buses to the greatest places in New Jersey. We can go over, let's see where we can go. We could go to Bloomfield. Ooh, Nutley. I would love to go to Nutley. We can go to Verona, not Italy, but New Jersey. We could go to East Orange. Mick D says it's very exotic. Yeah. The world is ours. Where shall we go in the great region of New Jersey? Susie says, is there a bus to Edinburgh? There might be a bus to Edinburgh, New Jersey. Here we can catch the Greyhound. Ruby, thank you so much for the stars. Where's the long Staten Island bus, says Nina. Staten. Are you referring to somewhere in the Netherlands? I don't recall Staten Island. I don't know what you're talking about, Nina. I'm sorry. I only know about the 4 boroughs of New York. That's it. And of course, the great state of New Jersey. Doesn't this place inspire you? Be honest, ladies and gentlemen. You can come here and write the next great American novel. Hey, Ariel V, thank you so much for 100 stars. Ooh, here we can take the trailways. We can go to Schenectady. We can go to Saratoga. Lake George. Ooh, Lake George. That must be the lake that George Clooney bought because he got sick and tired of Lake Como. So he decided to just buy his own lake in New York and rename it Lake George. Very smart of him. As I mentioned, we don't need a plane to go to Amsterdam. We could just take a Greyhound. Kelvin says, Action Kid has left New York. What are your thoughts? I am jealous of Action Kid. He chose a beautiful state, a place that is filled with some of the greatest sights in the United States of America. I mean, after New Jersey, Florida is truly a state filled with immense beauty. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to Fort Lauderdale? Seriously. That's why I think, damn you, Action Kid, for going to such a great place. I'm here stuck in New York. AK says that we have a star party. I'm so glad. All right, where else shall we visit here in Great Port Authority? I mean, let's enjoy this. Let's enjoy this moment together here at Port Authority. This way is the subway. We know the subway is one of the safest places in New York City. So if you want to feel at ease, just take a trip on the subway. Very relaxing place, great place to meditate. But today we're not going to meditate on the subway. We're going to go up and adventure through Port Authority before we go to another beautiful station. Veronica, thank you so much for the stars. All right, now we went downstairs. Now let's go upstairs. We're walking in circles. Susie says you can always pay him a visit. McD says you're killing me here. Someone get Big D quickly a defibrillator. Defibrillator. Ooh, Brooklyn Deli. Ooh, who wants a gigantic pastrami sandwich as you take a bus to New Jersey? Some of the best smoothies in the world right here. Jamba Juice. Get the smoothies. They only have like 3 cups of sugar per cup. It's not that much. Don't worry, if you're minding your weight, just grab yourself a nice smoothie from Jamba Juice. Eugene says it looks like the underground in Liverpool and London. Oh no, I kind of like the look of the underground. David says solid architectural accents. Yes, I mean, what I especially love about the architecture of Port Authority is the ceiling. Look how beautiful the ceiling is. I mean, it has that beautiful fluorescent lighting. You can see the vents. I mean, look at this. Look how gorgeous this is. It looks like I'm not sure what it looks like. It looks like the ending of Interstellar. Ambrose says, I like the touch of the loose wires. Yeah, the loose wires do add some character to it. Oh, look, we found another Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, another thing I really do enjoy is the beautiful brown brick. I mean, who doesn't enjoy a nice dull brown? Ooh, look at that. Wow. Ah, gorgeous dull brown. Daryl says you're funny. Daryl, this is a serious broadcast. This is a serious broadcast. We're seriously enjoying the architectural marvel that is Port Authority. And the reason I wrote that this is a complete joke on the title is because this is a serious joke, okay? No laughing here. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Otherwise, I'll get Will Smith over here. Do watch out. Don't make me unleash the Will Smith. We could go Frames, a bowling lounge. They have a bowling lounge here? That's so weird. Susie says, someday this won't be here anymore and you will miss it. Indeed I will. Oh, I'll miss it terribly.
Sorry to bother you. I'm
Yeah.
big
You are? Oh, thank you.
fan on YouTube.
I'm glad you enjoy. Have a great day, man. Bye-bye.
I like the one in London.
You do? Oh, okay, awesome. Have a good day. All right. Hey, how's it going? What? What? I am indeed, yes. Okay, all right. Have a good day. So we're meeting the lovely people of Port Authority. A gentleman who's whispering because he doesn't want to be recorded, and he comes to me to the camera. And then the other guy tried to shake my hand out of nowhere. Please, if you say hello to me, don't approach me from behind. Chrissy says, does that happen often? No, it's pretty rare when someone weirdly asks to not be recorded and comes to me. It's happened a few times, but it's very rare. Okay, so this one is no joking matter. Oh, someone has mentioned a few times to show this. Yeah, so, no, in all seriousness, the other guy, I assume he was being nice, but he was trying to shake my hand, and he was a little bit too forward with it. And, you know, that is uncomfortable, especially in New York. You don't know the person. It's a bit weird. So thank you so much for saying hi, but yeah, it's a bit awkward. So I apologize for being a bit defensive, but don't really enjoy give you a handshake or a hug out of nowhere. But I'm always happy to wave hello. So thank you so much for saying hello. All right, so ooh, I actually never been to the back parking lot. AAP says they'll slap. Oh no.
Let's go.
Shelly says, don't go. Let's see the back area. Oh, this is the back area, okay. New exit. More brown brick. Oh yeah, a lot of brown brick here. All right, now let's venture over to another gorgeous. This is a tour of the beautiful Port Authority bus terminal.
Biz böyle gittik de böyle yapmadık.
Okay, I think we should be stable now. So welcome to Hell's Kitchen. We got the soothing sounds of New York City traffic. Scott says that guy in yellow didn't want to be on camera. Yeah, yeah, a lot of people here don't want to be on camera. You know, I was reading a stat. There is something along the lines of, I forgot how much was the, it was like it was a massive percentage of American people who are actually evading court. Massive, massive amount of people, in the tens of millions. And that's why in New York City, more than even European countries, when walking around with the camera, you sometimes see people very spooked. So yeah, it's quite normal. So right now we are in rush hour. A lot of people here. SVL says, I don't think it's court, it's Tinder. No, but one thing is very, like, I think, New York specific. Finger. Ooh. Someone, last time someone tried to shake my hand, someone tried to slip me a ring. So that's for street smarts, I would recommend never shaking someone's random hand because it is a famous scam in many parts of Europe. Here in New York, it's not really a well-known scam, but you never know what someone might do if you randomly shake their hand. So that's part of street smarts. And that's why, you know, if you ever do see me on the street, I'm happy to wave hello, but shaking a hand or hugging, big no-no. Because unfortunately it is a scam that a lot of people do, and then they try to pull you in and either hustle you for money or something like that. So do watch out. AAP says, first give the fist pound, then they'll slap. They'll slap strangers either. Marco says, I want my personal space. Indeed. Never heard that. Shake your hand, then put. Then we'll surround you and try to hustle. Yeah, 5G kind of sucks for live streaming. So I was on 5G, now I just turned it off to LTE, which is 4G. And in certain areas, this is terrible. So right over here we have Hudson Yards. Dean says that's better. Yeah. I just switched from 5G to LTE. Ron says next time try Kenny G rather than 5G. Indeed. AEP says, am I visiting the jump sculpture? Where is the jump sculpture? Where are you referring to? Anonymous Dude says, pizza, one of my favorite words. Oh yes, great American pizza. Susie says, if I had to move from Edinburgh, I would stay at Hudson Yards. Yeah. It's I think there's one hotel in Hudson Yards at least. I assume a hotel room will be minimum $600 per night. Probably a little bit, much more than that, probably $900 per night. Trish says, what's in Hudson Yards? What is in Hudson Yards? It is tax loopholes. That's mostly what's in Hudson Yards right now. So if you are a multimillionaire or more, move into Hudson Yards and you end up paying very, very little taxes because of the loopholes that exist when it comes to owning an apartment.
You know what I mean? So.
Ron says, Ariel only stays at places that are minimum $1,000 a night. Rhonda says, are you going to Central Park? No, not today. I'm walking the opposite way of Central Park. We're going to another beautiful treasure of New York City. Dean, spoilers, Dean. Ms. Lob asks, why is it a tax haven? So don't quote me on this. I'm just saying this off the top of my head from what I recall. It's a tax haven because you can buy yourself a multi-million-dollar apartment, but since the footprint of a skyscraper is much smaller, you actually pay a fraction of the taxes than it would be buying a townhouse, for example. Property taxes, that is. AAP says, I'm right by Keen's Steakhouse. Oh, interesting. Yeah, wow, I didn't even realize Keen's is right through here. Lorraine says, this past weekend I stayed at a $4,000 a night hotel room. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. AAP says, I'm buying a nice Tanqueray and tonic, if you're up for it. Ooh, what's a Tanqueray? I've never heard of it. Gary says it's a tax haven because the ultra rich don't pay any taxes. There is a point where one stops paying taxes, yes, indeed, especially here in the US. Hello, Riju, nice to see you here, welcome. Anonymous who says, appreciate the stream, I'm so glad. Doreen says, my uncle had a rent stabilized apartment in the Upper East Side and was paying less than you were paying in Long Island. Yeah, rent stabilized apartment is amazing. BVH asks, what's the tallest building in New York City? Right now, the tallest building in New York City is the Freedom Tower. Well, people still colloquially call it the Freedom Tower. It's One World Trade Center. And that's because of the spire. The spire is very big. But right now, the tallest building by roof height is Central Park Tower, which is at Billionaires Row. All right, here's another great restaurant to visit, Chipotle. Chipotle has amazing array of burritos. Burritos are very good. They're a delicacy from the great country of Colorado. And they also have tacos. And they have polo asada, which is really good. Dolores says, how many people alone in the streets are tourists? So there are a lot of tourists here, always. You can usually tell the tourists if they're looking up and they bump into people while walking on the streets. Rebecca says burritos. Burritos is quite a delicacy from Colorado. Dean says, Chipotle. Yeah, Chipotle. It's a great restaurant. And Netogino says, Ariel, you jest. No, this is a completely serious broadcast. Watch out for these. These explode at any moment. Stay away from the steam. All right, who wants to take a COVID test? Live video, a COVID test. Let's do it. Free COVID test by a man wearing a lab coat, but no mask. I don't think that man is even a trained nurse or a health professional. It's just a dude with a lab coat who decided to put up a stand saying free COVID test. Yvette says, is this an April Fool's tour? Indeed it is. Indeed it is. 100% serious broadcast. Hey, Mira says, never seen New York City in my entire life. I love watching through your videos. I'm so glad. Marco says, free COVID test with your taco. Oh, that sounds like a good deal. I think they should partner up. Trish says, ever bump into famous people while walking? I've bumped into many, many famous people. Okay, now, let's go. To the second most beautiful station in all of New York. No, we're not talking about the terrible, horrid Grand Central Station. Ugh. Grand Central. Pfft. Zodiac murals. Who needs that? Who needs a $20 million clock in the middle? When you have a station that's buried underneath one of the more beautiful stadiums here in New York City. The Great Madison Square Garden, and underneath Penn Station. I mean, this station is so good that people come here on pilgrimage, in order to pay their respects to beautiful Penn Station. And they lay down in the middle of the street in honor of this great, great place. It welcomes you with a roar of the vents of Penn Station. Ooh, lights. DS says, have you ever been, no worries, have you ever been in MSG? Yeah, long time ago. I think the last thing I saw in MSG was Sugar Ross. Great band from Iceland. I took a nap, probably one of the best naps I've ever had in my entire life. It was watching Sugar Ross. I genuinely love the band, but seeing them live is nap worthy. Look how spacious this is. Wow. Who needs a Zodiac mural, as I mentioned? Who needs beautiful ironwork like the beautiful stations of Paddington and London when you can have this? Sheetrock on the ceiling, gray shade building. Service here. Mick D says stunning, so many colors on the ceiling. Yeah, I mean, all these shades of gray. Susie says stop, I can't take the endless beauty. Ron says, are you a dishy for Law and Order? Indeed I am, yes. Miss Love says, wrong band, you were referring to Nickelback. Of course, I saw the great Nickelback in Madison Square Garden. AAP says it was gorgeous until 1962, and then they destroyed it to build the garden. I think you wrote something by mistake. I think there's a typo, AAP. I think you meant that they upgraded it from the facade, you know, because that facade all looked too antiquated, looking like ancient Roman style. Who needs that? And they replaced it with beautiful Madison Square Garden. I think that's what you meant, AAP. So this place is not as beautiful as right below. So stay tuned. We're gonna go right downstairs. So this is the area to go to the great parts of New Jersey and Connecticut. I think we could go to Connecticut, can you? No, you can't go to Connecticut here. But you can go to great New Jersey. But we're gonna go downstairs where you can go and eat amazing bagels and listen to nice Long Island accents here at the Long Island Railroad. Let's go. Susie says, don't bump your head. That's part of the charm of this place. The ceilings are so low, it makes everyone feel tall. Behold, rush hour on the Long Island Railroad. The beauty about Penn Station is that it feels very cozy. You feel crammed up next to your fellow commuters in a very communal experience. If someone coughs, everyone coughs. Everyone breathes in that cough all together. It truly brings us together being here. Look at the aesthetic of the steel beams over here. Nice touch, post-industrial aesthetic. Sarah You can breathe in all the fumes over here of construction, of dried urine, of spilled beer. Modeling. Okay, everyone, I have to deeply apologize. There's no cell phone reception in beautiful Penn Station. I guess they don't want to put any cell phone reception because they want people to truly be present with your fellow commuters, with the smell of dry urine. You want to be in the here and now, and that's why they don't offer cell phone reception. Also, if late, so I can't show it to you that much. So let's go back up ground. Oh, look at this scaffolding blocking the views of the Empire State Building, because who needs the Empire State Building there in the background? We need scaffolding here. Ms. Lob says, how can we be in the present? Well, one technique when you're in the present is if you smell that dried urine, really take a deep breath and notice how long has it been dried? What was the diet of the person who urinated on Penn Station's floor? Does it smell a little bit like energy drink? Maybe too much Sprite that person had? Maybe it smells like stale beer. And then as you're taking in those notes, you start really immersing yourself into the present moment. And then as you notice all the finer notes of the dry urine, then start moving your attention to the beautiful sounds of New York City. The incessant car horning, the jackhammering. Really pay attention to where the jackhammering is coming from. How does that make you feel? Really sink into that feeling of the jackhammer. And there you can jackhammer yourself into the present moment. Look at this gorgeous entrance right over here. Look how welcoming this is. This is the entrance to Penn Station. This is what most tourists come out of. Look how welcoming this is, to come out into this great city of New York and be welcomed with this. Look at that. Photos from New York says, and ask yourself, why is it a jackhammer? Indeed. Anonymous Dude says the city is alive. Yes, the city is alive with music. Doreen says rush hour. The best hour is rush hour. Oh yeah, Doreen. Oh, I think my mic is covered. Sorry about that. Marco says, I'm one with this universe. Indeed, you can be one with this universe. If you can find enlightenment here, you can find enlightenment anywhere. Photo says a real cacophony of sound. Oh, indeed, a real cacophony of sound. One of the more fun games of New York City is dodging puddles. This is why many New Yorkers wear white sneakers. It's a true test to how a real New Yorker can handle the puddles. They're here. David says that was just urine, that was not water. Maybe. Trish says so gross. I mean, life itself is gross, and we have to embrace the grossness of our meat bags that we call our bodies. Netojino says this scene is so New York. It is very New York, actually. When you think of New York, you imagine this, yeah. Why all this smoke, says BBH. A lot of people are puffing away in the subway, that's why. Susan says, it looks like a normal 5 p.m. Friday. Carmen says, did you say meat bags? Indeed, Carmen. We are living meat bags. That's what all humans are, essentially.
I'm gonna make.
DS says, it's steaming because it's 4:20 somewhere. Indeed. This is a beautiful bagel bar. Bagel pub. Wow. It made it look very nice. Yvette says, busy. It is very, very busy, yeah. Now it's getting cold. Susie says that Dunkin' meal gave you so much energy to walk. It did indeed, Filled me up with a lot of brimming energy. That midnight blend. Coffee was the elixir to eternal life. David says, can we have a tour of City MD? Oh yes, we can take a tour of City MD. Live video of a clinic. Open 365 days a year. We don't even need an appointment. Let's walk in, everyone. We want to see the beauties of American health services right here. Susie says, you're walking so fast. This is a leisurely New York pace. Pamela says, are there public bathrooms anywhere? Just the street corners? Maybe subway station? There's not really any public restrooms. Kind of sucks in New York. In New York, it's hard to find a public restroom. Generally, you will have to buy something. And even then, it's their bathrooms. So I would recommend going to hotel lobbies. Usually have bathrooms are open to the public. Justine says, have you been to Burke Street Bakery? Yeah, Justine, just look at the video from last week. I start at Burke Street Bakery. Ron says you'll have a sugar crash at the philosophical chat later. So yeah, everyone, stay tuned at the philosophical chat at 7 p.m. New York City time. That's in a few hours. I'll be back live. Hey, Isabel says, just checked in. DSLB at 7 p.m. Eastern time. New York City time. I think is that 2 hours from now? Ambrose says Starbucks has said that they're open to the public. They say that. They still lock up their bathrooms. Or they say the bathroom is out of service. So I wouldn't trust Starbucks too often. It's better to go to a hotel lobby, Chipotle, but you'll still have to buy something at Chipotle. Some coffee shops have bathrooms. If you really have to go, of course, be prepared to buy something at least. But what you can do is say, hey, I really gotta go. I'm gonna buy something. Do you have a bathroom? And then just go and then go buy a small little pastry. Susie says I'll be tucked in by then. Indeed, Susie, indeed. Puddles, perfect for white sneakers. Look at that. AAP says go anywhere on the West Side Highway. Beautiful West Side Highway, of course. Breathe in the fumes of carbon monoxide. It's great for one's health. Maria says Macy's has nice restrooms. Hey, Panajotes, nice to see you. That Dunkin' Do Not is expanding. We see them now many places all around New York City. And Panajotes, welcome. Veronica said, I would not. I don't know. Something about that does not feel right. A bathroom at a police station. I fear that once you go in, you can't come out. AAP says this is the FIT. Yeah, this is the Fashion Institute of Technology. Yep. Right over here. Mom got COVID. I'm taking care of her. Oh no, but I do feel no worries. Hopefully you'll feel better. Round of hearts to Panajotes' family, who's a moderator, been tuning in for a long time. Hey, Susie says I got the secret code to the Starbucks right by Rockefeller Center. You, Susie, you have a very important key. A key that will make anyone jealous. So I'm glad you were able to acquire that passage into the Starbucks bathroom of Rockefeller Center. Any tip on what to watch for when crossing the street, says Pamela. There's many things, Pamela. Great question. What to watch when crossing New York City? Well, first of all, watch for bikers. They don't care about the direction of traffic. So they might come this way, they might come that way, they might come from above, or they might crack through the earth and come from below. Bikers can come from anywhere, so do watch out. Like this guy over here is about to hit me. And then you also have to watch out for the random screaming people, which we've encountered quite a lot here in New York City. Go to the opposite. The cafe behind you looks cute, says Justine. Yeah, this is one of the better cafes. This is Variety Coffee Roasters. This is genuinely a good cafe here in New York City. And they're originally based from Bushwick, Brooklyn. AEP says code word Bosco. AEP, are you making a reference to Only Murderers Left in the Building? Great show. So pro tip, someone asked me earlier, have you seen anything recently? There's a few great New York City shows that have come out. I would recommend Inventing Anna on Netflix. I will also recommend Only Murderers Left in the Building on Hulu. I've already recommended that a few times, but a great show that takes place in New York City. Oh, it's so warm and nice. I feel so relaxed with the nice cold breeze blowing right into my face. Ooh, $222 million. Should I do it? Should I take my chances? Yeah, I'll have $2 Powerball, please. Yeah, $2 Powerball.
Tonight mega.
What? Oh, today's mega? I'll have mega then.
Oh,
Yeah.
1 mega.
Yeah, 1 mega, yeah.
My friend. Yeah, 4 mega.
What?
$4 mega.
$4 mega?
yen.
Huh?
$2 yen. Give me $4 mega 1 ticket.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
another guy, you know.
Oh, okay. Can I take it?
$4, my friend.
$4? Oh,
Yeah.
someone forgot the ticket.
Yeah.
They did? Oh, no. Okay, I'll do that.
Another guy
Yeah.
lost my friend, man.
He lost it? Okay.
You know.
That's okay, yeah, that's okay.
Don't mind, my friend.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, that was interesting. That was very interesting. He was a little bit hard to understand, but I wanted to buy a Powerball, but he said tonight is Mega Million. And then he whips out a ticket, which I have here in my hand. I'm not going to show you the numbers. He whips out a ticket and says, you want to get $4? And the reason he has a random $4 ticket that he did not print now, he printed it quite a while ago, is because a dude tried to buy one and left it without it. And he had stuck with that ticket. So he sold me a ticket that someone else forgot to buy, forgot to take it with them. So imagine if I win with this ticket, Mega Million tonight. If people don't know, it's the lottery, and you can win the Mega Million tonight is $70 million. Imagine being that guy, grabbing a drink and the Mega Million ticket, is so much in a hurry that he forgets to take the ticket with him, and then that ticket is sold to me, and I'm the one who wins. That would really suck for that guy. Of course, he wouldn't know for sure, but I imagine it'll be in the back of his mind, especially if they announce where the winning ticket was bought. It was bought at the corner of 23rd Street and 7th Avenue. So if they announce on the news, the winning ticket was for 23rd Street and 7th Avenue, one man won $70 million. That guy would be tormented for life. Oh, I would feel really bad. So you might be legally obligated to give it up, says Express. Nope, because it has to be signed. There's no legal liability. No, it's not signed in the back. That's why I had to take a look at the ticket. And it is the correct date. So no, you're not legally obligated to give it back to the original person who bought it because they didn't claim it. So for example, if you find a random lottery ticket in the street and it's the winning ticket, it's unless if it gets tricky if someone signs it, but this one wasn't signed. Joe says you're out of sync. Oh no, I'm out of sync. Rhonda says, why didn't he keep it himself? I'm not sure. I think there might be legalities with him keeping it. I think that might be the case. So I'm not sure if anyone knows, if anyone has ever owned a bodega stand or like a place to sell lottery tickets. Let me know if there's some type of law against it. I would assume there's some type of legal liability to make the money back. Those guys also are now working on great profit margins. So to them, it's better to sell that ticket sometimes. So I think it might be a little bit of both. There's some legal liability, and also the guy just doesn't want to lose out on $4. So apparently the guy didn't pay. I'm not sure what happened, but nonetheless, I got myself the winning ticket. So if you see me do a live stream from a hotel room with the view of the Eiffel Tower, then you'll know. But shh, keep it to yourself, a secret. Don't say it out loud. Shh. So if you see me go live with beautiful views of the Eiffel Tower from a hotel room in Paris, and drinking some champagne, you'll know. But only all of you will know, no one else. Yvette says, what time is the drawing? The drawing is on, I think it's at 11 p.m. 11 p.m. Eileen says, we'll see you waving from the yacht. We begin the penthouse in Steinway Tower. 70 million would not suffice for a penthouse in Steinway Tower. 70 million is actually not that much. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not enough to buy a penthouse in Billionaires Row. Susie says, we brought you luck, so we get a cut. Marco says, if we never see you again, we know you won. Joe says, Ariel already won the Mega Ball. Look how he dresses. AAP says he gets 6 cents every dollar he sells. Yeah. Not entirely sure what happened there, but the man gave me what appears to be a legitimate ticket, not signed, that he already had printed out, and it is of today. Maybe that man is playing the biggest April Fool's joke ever. Who knows? Maybe this man has the incredible power of foresight, of peering into the future, like I do with when people say that, oh, this is not live, and I say their name. It's because I have the power of looking into the future. Maybe that man also has the same power, and he knows the winning numbers. And as a very sick, cruel April Fool's joke, he sold me the winning numbers on this lottery ticket. But the thing is, that ticket was completely made up. It's a duplicate ticket, not legitimate whatsoever. So I get so excited later tonight. I won $70 million. And I go to the ticket office and I'm like, sorry, this ticket is a copy, it's counterfeit. I'm not sure how you got the winning numbers, but it is indeed counterfeit. Sorry to disappoint you. And DS says, I don't think he realizes the audio and the video are out of sync. I'm not sure exactly what happened, something with the cell phone reception. But tune in on Facebook for these last final minutes. Urbanist Live, probably be in sync there. Let me know. Cynthia says, your live stream is out of sync. But the joke that says, €5 super chat, thank you so much. But the joke that says, Ariel, don't forget the apartment in the Upper East and West Side with those millions. Indeed. So there's an actual apartment building that's named Ariel. Ariel West and Ariel East, which is located in the Upper West Side. So it would be cool to move into the penthouse with a building that already has my name on it. Tour of the penthouse of Ariel East, I think he covered. Marco says, check the date. It was a loser from yesterday. No, it's being drawn tonight. It was a correct ticket. It says April 1st. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the great state of New Jersey. Look at here. Path, train. From here, I can go to the great places of Vajural Square, Hoboken. The world is mine here from the Path Station. Everyone, I'm going to bid you adieu. This entire live stream was a complete joke. Serious joke, but it's a joke nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed the April Fools. DS says what you would do with the money. I just mentioned I would get a hotel room with views of the Eiffel Tower. AAP says you can't predict the future, but you can shape it. AAP, you haven't seen my fake live videos. This is not live, AAP. I recorded this years ago, but I knew you would tune in exactly right now. It's like watching the Godzilla movie. You talk and then your mouth moves. Yeah. So everyone, I'm out of sync. Now my video on YouTube looks like a Hong Kong Kung Fu film from the 1970s. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for tuning in here from April Fools in New York City. See you at 7 p.m. for a special philosophical chat / Q&A. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.